Hey everyone, this is Vanessa with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Stark and Crystal Lake. Today is step 5 of our home buying process. So in step 4, you had just gotten your inspection and you and your attorney were going over your inspection report. So in step 5, we're going to be figuring out what we want to ask from the sellers regarding our inspection report. We're going to talk about appraisal and we're going to talk about our mortgage contingency period. So first, you've gone over the inspection report with your lawyer. Your lawyer has picked out some things that probably should be addressed. Usually things that are safety issues, cosmetic, we tend to shy away from. So there are 3 options. You can either ask for a credit, you can ask for them to take care of it, and if they do get something fixed, they do need to show a receipt from a licensed plumber, electrician, contractor, etc. Also, you can ask for a credit, so a little bit more money going towards your closing costs. But please keep in mind that when you do move in, whatever issue there was, you will have to rectify it on your own with your own money. But if you have to come to closing with less money, you may have some extra money on hand to be able to take care of those things that you find on the inspection report. And then the third option, not really an option for you, but more for an option for the seller, is to say, I'm not doing anything and we're going to sell the home as is. So in those cases, or in a case where maybe something crazy comes up in inspection, something that may cost too much money in the long run for you, or something that maybe have made you get some cold feet about this specific property, that is okay. During the inspection and attorney review period, you are able to get out of that contract and get your earnest money back. The only time we have issues with earnest money is if it is your fault as the buyer of why the deal may not go through. So you didn't get your loan, you quit your job, you opened up a credit card and now you can't get your loan. That's your fault and you may lose that earnest money that you put down. So after the attorney and you have decided how you want to address the inspection report issues, the lawyer will send it off to the seller's attorney and they'll review it and then we'll receive an answer back from the seller. Most times sellers know that anything that comes up in inspection will come up again if they relist, so most of the time they will rectify it, either fixing it or giving a credit. After we get through our attorney and inspection review period, we head on to mortgage contingency. So we have our appraisal, which is making sure that the house is valued at what it was listed for and the purchase price that you offered and that the sellers have accepted. So as long as the home appraises out to that price, then you are good. If the home appraises more, a seller may ask you to come out of pocket to reach that appraised value. Know that when you get a mortgage loan, your mortgage loan will only go off of how much the home was appraised for. So if the home was appraised a little bit higher, you do have that ability to go up a little bit if you needed to with your mortgage. You have no ability at all, you need to stay at your monthly payment. You know, that can be addressed. Most of the time, sellers will kind of just drop the price to what it needs to be. Again, if the home is not appraised at the purchase price, maybe appraised lower, then the seller also has the right to drop the price or ask you to come up with the difference. But that's kind of rare. Again, we try to get the sellers and the buyers to meet in the middle. So that doesn't happen very often, but if the home does appraise a little bit too low, then we'll run into a little bit of issues on the seller side. But maybe a good deal for the buyer. After the appraisal, now the mortgage lender is looking at you closely. They're making sure that you still have your job. They're asking for additional pay stubs. They may ask for letters, so if you get a gifted money to go towards your down payment, they're going to want you to start getting that paperwork ready. So throughout the mortgage contingency, again, they're watching you, watching your credit, they're re-pulling your credit, they're verifying employment. And once they make sure everything is good and your finances are in order, then you will get the clear to close. So the clear to close will come probably within a week before the actual closing date. And then from there, we get to do our final walkthrough and head to closing. So stay tuned tomorrow for step 6 of the home buying process. Thanks so much everyone for tuning in, and I look forward to teaching you a little bit more. Have a great day.